UFO drones in New Jersey.
There's another one.
For almost a month, swarms of drones the size of small cars have been spotted over parts of New Jersey, alarming local residents.
I look to my left and I see two big drones. They were propeller driven, going very slowly.
And unnerving lawmakers who say they popped up in at least 10 counties. The issue prompting a meeting Wednesday attended by roughly 100 mayors and state representatives.
Are you telling me that in America, somebody can start flying drones and we have no clue what's going on?
Garden state leaders say they're confounded by the federal government's response and that of their own governor, who's preaching calm. Perhaps even more concerning, military officials say they've documented at least 11 unauthorized drone incursions over nearby Picatinny Arsenal, a weapons development center. And President-elect Trump's Bedminster Golf Club is also in the area. Local police have been launching their own drones into the sky to give chase. So far, the mysterious drones continue to elude them.
They don't know where the drones are coming from, they don't know who's doing it, they don't know why they're doing it, but they say there's no credible threat. It was annoying to be there. I drove 2 hours to be here today, spent an hour in there, I got to drive 2 hours back. The biggest waste of 5 hours in my entire life.
So I hate to break it to you, the government really thinks we're that dumb. 6-foot drones flying over America and we don't know where they're coming from, and they're completely okay with these drones being there. When a weather balloon flew over America like 2 years ago from China, the government flipped its shit.
What's flying over the skies of New Jersey? Mysterious car-size and 6-foot drones have been spotted in the skies, sparkling a wave of curiosity and debate. Are these cutting-edge government experiments, or could they be something far more out of this world? Across America, from barbershops to social media, people are asking, are we alone or are we being watched? Let's dive into the UFO sightings, the reactions, and why these UFOs have everyone from skeptics to believers talking. I have a couple of videos compiled for you guys. Let's dive into them. I'll be back with more commentary.
I hate to break it to you, the government really thinks we're that dumb. 6-foot drones flying over America and we don't know where they're coming from, and they're completely okay with these drones being there. When a weather balloon flew over America like 2 years ago from China, the government flipped its shit over a weather balloon, and now there are 6-foot drones flying over America, and the government's just like, I don't know where they're coming from. I don't know. We were too scared to take a look at them. Literally, a government official had his helicopter over one of these 6-foot drones and got too scared and flew his helicopter away. Couldn't have followed it to see where it was going to land. If the government did not know where these 6-foot drones are used in warfare. If they did not know where these drones were coming from, they would be scared, not calm, not saying like, oh, we don't know. They'd freak out.
So a New Jersey sheriff said, the hell with these drones, I'm fixing to send my own to follow these things. And you won't believe what happened. So authorities out of New Jersey have sparked a little bit of concern after they revealed that a drone that they sent up to track the mystery drone or aircraft or whatever these things are. Anyway, the things evaded them or escaped their drones and literally disappeared into thin air. So Ocean County Sheriff Michael Mastronardi said his department or sheriff's office launched their professional use drone. This was after one of his deputies saw 50 unmanned aerial vehicles, quote, coming off of the ocean. So that officer then called 911 to alert state police as well as the FBI and the Coast Guard. The maritime agency then made a report that they saw 13 drones following their boat, and they said it looked like the flying devices had a wingspan of like 8 feet. The sheriff said that his office then put up an industrial grade drone to follow one of the flying devices that they saw, but it quickly of course got away, and as I said, it just vanished into thin air. This incident is just one of many incidents of drone sightings that are really worrying New Jersey citizens, and now they are allegedly being reported in other states along the East Coast as well. The sightings are. The Ocean County Sheriff's Office also stated that they had a struggle trying to track the mysterious flying objects because they reportedly do not give off heat like normal regular drones do. One officer said that they don't know why, and it's not something they've ever had their hands on or experienced before. It's been reported that the mysterious objects look like they are fixed wing, and it was said they have multiple lights on them. Every person who has reported seeing them has been left completely stunned and shocked. It was said that the FBI has received over 3,000 tips in at least 12 counties throughout New Jersey, as well as eastern Pennsylvania and Orange County, which is in New York. Donald Trump has since called for greater transparency in all of this, and he demanded that the drones be shot down by the Biden White House. And this is after days of the mysterious sightings. I actually read that some residents are doing just that, shooting at them. Trump asked if all of this could really be happening without America's government's knowledge, without them knowing. He then said to let the public know or otherwise shoot them down, and well, I don't blame him, and I agree. A former FBI counter drone specialist reportedly stated, though, that shooting the drones down could lead to injuries or even death. This is just crazy and unreal, and honestly, it's time we know the truth. If it is our government or our military, just tell us.
It was the biggest amateur hour presentation I've ever seen about anything, okay? It was ridiculous. There were no answers. Every question that was asked by a member of the state legislature, great questions, no answers, no resolution. They don't know where the drones are coming from. They don't know who's doing it. They don't know why they're doing it, but they say there's no credible threat. It was annoying to be there. I drove 2 hours to be here today, spent an hour in there. I got to drive 2 hours back. The biggest waste of 5 hours in my entire life.
So why do you think they called this meeting?
I have no idea. Why would you call a meeting to tell people you don't know anything? I have no idea. And then when the legislators would ask questions, there were no answers. Here's the most frustrating part. The colonel of the state police said that he had a helicopter of his flying over above one of these drones, a 6-foot drone or something. I can't remember exactly what he said. And he felt unsafe for his helicopter, so he just let it go. Just let it go. Where'd it go? Who knows? Didn't want to follow it because he didn't feel safe. Is that not the most ridiculous thing you've ever heard? I mean, honestly.
Do they have any idea where these drones are originating?
No, they don't. They would. Maybe if they followed that sucker to when it landed, they would know. But they don't. This is a complete lack of effort, in my opinion, on trying to figure this out. This is not about ability. We have the technology. We have the people. We have the training. We have the resources. We have the money. It's just a lack of effort. I mean,
why?
I don't know. You know what they should have done today with productive use of our time if they didn't know anything? Come in there and say, hey, legislators, we don't know anything. But if you get us these 10 things, do these 10 things for us, and the governor calls in this kind of action, we can figure it out. Will you help us? And then we would have helped them. But instead it was just excuse after excuse, and we know nothing. It was infuriating, and I got up and I walked out.
You've been in the service, right?
Yeah, I was an attack helicopter pilot, Apache helicopter pilot in the Army, and I helped stand up the initial unmanned aircraft training battalion in the aviation sector of the Army. So I know a little bit about what I'm talking about, and these guys are not doing the job they need to do to figure out what's going on. And that is the Department of Homeland Security, the FBI, and the state police.
And they're saying no threat to Americans.
They're saying no threat, but how the hell do they know? They don't know anything. They don't know what it is. They don't know where it come from. They don't know nothing. When I walked in here today, I was actually pretty calm. I was excited to be here to find out a couple things. I thought they'd be like, hey, listen, it's FedEx, trying to figure it out. But instead I got the most ridiculous amateur hour briefing I've ever sat through.
Yup, the US is officially in a code red emergency as the unearthly violent drones have actually multiplied and started attacking. But it's worse than that, and we all have nowhere to run. People were terrified after a woman went viral for recording an eerie footage of one of the drones seemingly targeting us and then violently crashing, with her saying it was larger than an SUV, and within 10 seconds other drones came circling around it, with many local citizens saying it is real, they're here and ready to kill. It gets creepier as the drones once from New Jersey have multiplied fast into neighboring states, allegedly blasting beams, and haunting videos of now hundreds of drones are shown, moving erratically and fast without making any noise, allegedly scanning the town for something or someone, with even government officials accused of lying, calling this not dangerous, but videos at the crash site show people in hazmat suits for 12 hours. Rumors aside, these drones are very likely to be US drones, as FAA regulations state that drones have to have red or white lights, so they're likely not dangerous.
The news just reported seeing a fucking orb.
But I guarantee there are so many people looking up and making those recordings because this mystery is one that needs to be solved.
What are they trying to do with this drone shit? Seriously, I need somebody to come fucking sit down and type on their fucking phone what these plans are. I don't give a shit if there's 15 feet tall aliens walking down the fucking curb next to me. I'm going to dissociate from the whole situation. I've lived through too much shit that I'm not doing it. And I'm not even gonna believe that motherfucker's real. Too much shit's happened. This is some They want you to believe that we're under attack by aliens? Do they want us to believe that it's another country? Because you're telling me that they have no idea what's happening. No, we're not doing this again. Watch this fucking video.
Seems everyone starts to look up, like my crew and I have been here in Mendham recording this video that you're looking at right now. We have no idea what it is, if it's a natural phenomenon, because it could be, but this is why so many municipalities are now asking people to reach out and send their videos to them or to experts who might be able to sort out what they're seeing in the skies. But I guarantee there are so many people looking up and making those recordings because this mystery is one that needs to be solved. For now, we're live here in Mendham Borough. Tony Yates, Channel 7 Eyewitness News.
An orb.
I'm going to tell you the real deal. Iran launched a mothership probably about a month ago that contains these drones. That mothership is off, I'm going to tell you the deal. It's off the east coast of the United States of America. They've launched drones, is everything that we can see or hear. And again, these are from high sources. I don't say this lightly. Now, you know, we know there was a probability it could have been our own government. We know it's not our own government because they would have let us know. It could have been some really glorified hobbyist or hobbyists that were doing something unbelievable. They don't have the technology. But let's pretend that's possible. The third possibility was somebody, an adversarial country, doing this. Know that Iran made a deal with China to purchase drones, motherships, and technology in order to go forward. The sources I have are good. They can't reveal who they are because they are speaking to me in confidentiality. These drones should be shot down. Whether it was some crazy hobbyist that we can't imagine, or whether it is Iran, and I think it very possibly could be, they should be shot down. We are not getting the full deal, and the military is on alert with this.
Well, I figured it out. I know what the drones are. I have on good authority from someone in the project that these are actually government contractors. The government contractors right now are competing to see who can build flying cars the quickest. I wish I was joking. I'm not. These are defense contractors that we're seeing all over the country, maybe on bases all over the world, and they are covering different projects to create flying cars. That's why they're following federal regulations with the lights, but I really don't understand why the federal government isn't just admitting that that's what they are. That doesn't make sense to me. So maybe it's not just the flying cars, maybe there are extraterrestrials coming out too, who knows, but there are definitely defense contractors in the sky creating flying cars as we speak.
So I'm sure most of you have been keeping up, at least generally, with this New Jersey drone situation. So I just wanted to update everybody with the information that I've recently gathered. I don't know if anybody heard the guy on Fox News say, oh, there's an Iranian mothership off the East Coast and they're sending these things in. That's not what it is. That's them fear-mongering because they want war with Iran. Do you really think that our government would let a mothership sit right off our coast and be launching hundreds and hundreds of drones over United States territory every day for the past month and some change? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. So that leads to the conclusion, these drones, whatever they are, they're ours. They're not UFOs. They're not from Iran. The only way this would be allowed to happen is if they were our drones and they knew about it. Yet they get on TV and they get questioned in Congress and say, oh, we have no idea, we have no idea. They're lying straight to our faces. So apparently this is what these drones are, which is why they have the red and green FAA safety lights, whatever you call them. And it's also why some pictures or videos, it looks like it resembles an airplane, because generally speaking, it does have a similar shape to like a propeller plane. And this guy apparently has some information, how, I don't know. Where does he say it? I'm one of the few groups who know exactly what the drones are in New Jersey, blah, blah, blah. What you're seeing are American-made HPGE nuclear detector drones. They can detect the presence of gamma rays miles away, blah, blah, blah. He then goes on to say that these nuclear detection drones are not being used for nuclear detection. So it's like, what's actually going on? All I know is everybody should prepare, because I don't see anything really good coming out of this. You know what I mean? It just looks to me like the vibes are bad. They're trying to set something up. They're still mad Trump won. They don't want him in office, so everybody stay on your P's and Q's.
All right, y'all, I'm a little scared, so I need somebody to clarify for me in the comments. I'm supposed to be flying into Jersey soon, and I'm seeing that these drones are really flying, and my brother even sent me a video of one that was like outside of his house, and I'm just like, what is going on? Y'all, what is happening? Because I feel like even the government, they trying to tell us there's nothing to be worried about. But I'm like, how is it nothing to be worried about when y'all a little worried because y'all don't even know what it is? I'm just confused. And low key, I'm like, I don't know if I want to be flying with that going on. Like, I'm not really a scary person, but I also don't be playing around with like flights and stuff like that. Nor do I want to be flying and look outside the window and see that there's something flying next to us. Like, somebody please tell me what's going on. If y'all have heard of anything, or if y'all think it's safe to fly, please let me know.
The Pentagon finally released what they know about the massive amounts of drones flying over the US, and it confirms what many people had speculated all along. The FBI was sent into New Jersey to investigate reports of huge SUV-sized drones flying around. They set up a tip line and received more than 3,000 calls regarding sightings in just 1 week. This shook up New Jersey lawmakers, with many calling on the governor to declare a state of emergency due to concerns that these drones can fly over critical infrastructure and act as spies for foreign nations. This prompted the governor to call the U.S. Homeland Security Secretary, who assured him that these drones pose no known danger to the public at this time. However, that did very little to calm people down until the Pentagon finally weighed in and stated that while they aren't 100% sure of the drone's true origins, they're confident that these drones do not pose any danger to military or civilian installations in New Jersey, as they are not military in nature, and there is absolutely no evidence linking these drones to foreign nations.
The Secretary of Homeland Security, Alejandro Mayorkas, said that these drones are no threat.
Swarms of drones the size of small cars have been spotted over parts of New Jersey.
That very clearly says the drones are property of the United States government.
This New Jersey drone mystery is spiraling out of control right now, and I've got some questions because none of this makes sense. First, why is it so hard to find a clear video of a car-sized drone hovering over a home in New Jersey right now? Everybody's walking around with a cell phone. It should be very easy to get HD photos and videos of any drone, so there's no question that is a drone. Question 2, why are they only showing up at night? If this is some type of advanced technology or surveillance, why fly when it's easiest to spot? It makes no sense. 3, how come some of these so-called spy drones have colored flashing lights that match FAA regulations? If you're running some type of stealth operation, wouldn't you not want to light yourself up like a Christmas tree? And we have all these reports of these drones hovering close to the ground, but they're also shaped like planes. So you're telling me in Jersey right now there is an invasion of multiple different shapes and types of drones? Look, I'm not saying nothing's going on here. I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence, and drones do exist. Some of these could be drones. But the fact of the matter is that a lot of these viral videos are just airplanes in the sky being misidentified, which leads me to believe that 98% of these sightings are either planes, helicopters, it could be planets, stars. People think they see shit all the time. I think those are all my questions for now. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, and make sure to follow along, because the second we figure out this mystery, I will make you a video. Have a good night.
Let's talk about this whole New Jersey drone fiasco. I live right in the area and know a lot about drones, so thought I'd weigh in here. There is literally only one possibility of what this could be, but let me first run you through what it's not. A foreign adversary spying on us? Almost certainly not. Remember how quickly we shot down that Chinese balloon last year? It was detected on February 1st and shot down 3 days later. People have been spotting these things for over a month. If this was a foreign drone, we would have blown it out of the sky weeks ago. It's also definitely not a hobbyist with some drone they bought on Amazon. Absolutely not. These drones are like 10 to 12 feet across. Hobbyist drones are way, way smaller than this. Also, definitely not aliens. These drones are well lit and super, super loud. It also looks like they're following the FAA's red and green flight navigation rules. This just doesn't seem like something an alien aircraft would do. Which brings us to the most likely explanation of what these things are. It's a military test. Look at how many military bases there are right in the same area. And what exactly are they testing? Well, if I was testing a new surveillance drone, I'd want to see how well it could blend into new urban environments without being detected. I think the residents of New Jersey calling this in is literally part of the test. Testing things like how low it can fly without detection, or what instruments on the drone can be turned on without being seen. This also explains why all these sightings are only happening at night. So to the good people of New Jersey, we thank you. Your confusion is part of the test, and so far, you're doing great.
The drones over New Jersey. Let's get into it because my answer you will not like. They are not at all aliens. They are not at all UAPs. If you see red and green lights, skip the screen, okay? Red and green, skip the screen. That is the rule of thumb. Those are just FAA indicator lights. No alien, no UAP will comply with the FAA airspace laws and not try to get a felony. They're actually helicopters. They're actually just commercial drones, stuff that you can buy at Best Buy, or just planes at a very long distance. If you see a bunch of drones scattered in an uncanny position, that is a temporary no-fly zone or an indicator to student pilots or pilots in the air that may have not gotten the notification or updates on their GPS radar saying, hey, there is a temporary no-fly zone, or there's suddenly a place where you cannot fly into because let's say there's an investigation, there's a new military base, a forward operating base. I see these all the times. I'm here near the Luke Air Force Base, and we also have a training school for new pilots. They will always send up these little drones to let the student pilots know, hey, this is where the airport's at. This is where the Luke Air Force Base is at. Do not cross the line. All right, guys, there you have it. Actually, you saw those videos. This has been trending online a lot because many people are asking themselves what's going on in the skies of New Jersey. Many eye sightings across New Jersey are reporting to see massive drones that are car-sized or up to 6 foot. You know, there is no drone, even a DJI drone, actually the biggest of them all, do not actually come up in those kind of sizes. Now people are actually asking themselves, what's happening in our skies? Are we being watched by foreign governments, or are we being watched by aliens for some reason? Guys, you remember just the other day, the US government admitted to aliens existing in our oceans, guys. So are these drones from these aliens, you know, which have been living in our oceans, that are now actually spying over the government and the skies of New Jersey? Because let's actually be honest, guys, why would the US government be quiet about aliens existing until now, lately, when they came up publicly and announced that indeed we have aliens in our oceans, and they have been there long before we humans were on these planets? So to be fair, guys, we are the aliens here. They are not the aliens, we are. And to be honest, I think something is fishy here. Maybe they came up clean and declared this to the public to prepare the public about something that is about to happen. As a result of that, guys, we are starting to see a lot of unexplainable things happening in our skies because people are reporting these drones to be massive. Some are saying they're up to 6 feet tall, or even to the size of a car, and they're saying that the way these drones are moving, it's not natural. It's not a way a drone would move because they are moving silently and very fast. So these have to be something out of the ordinary. Maybe they are alien technology, or maybe it's just the US government actually testing, you know, their new craft or their new technology in real life. Some people have also been saying that maybe, you know, they are scanning and looking for something that they don't want the public to know. And some people think that these drones have been actually released by the US government to go and spy or look for something, or some kind of radiation, or some kind of escapee. Maybe they had some alien that actually escaped into the public that they are looking for with these kinds of drone. People are thinking maybe these craft have been sent to look for someone or for something. You never know. Some people are also saying that these might be actually government contractors who are manufacturing these flying cars, and they are competing with each other for government contracts, and they are maybe trying to test their technology in the skies of New Jersey, just showing that these technology are safe and they work fine. And people are saying that the fact that the government is saying these drones are not a threat is because they know about these drones, and maybe, you know, it's some of these contractors that have been given permission to fly these drones into the skies of New Jersey. And the government knowing about it, that is why it's not going after these drones, and is also not doing anything, and they are saying that it's safe for them. Or that could be also a crappy story that the US government is giving the public just for them to keep their calm as they are going after this and investigating this actually in secret, guys. So we don't know what's happening in the skies of New Jersey. What do you think in the comment section below? Do you think that these are aliens in our skies, or do you think that these are government contractors who have actually manufactured some good technology of flying cars that they are actually testing in the skies of New Jersey? And also, guys, something fishy is going on here, because the government has actually been denying to knowing what these drones are, because as you have seen in the videos, they are saying they do not know what the drones are, and also they are saying that the drones are not, you know, that dangerous to the public. You remember, guys, when there was that flying balloon from China that was flying over California, you remember how quick the government of the United States was quick to actually act against that, against being spied on. They shut it down in seconds. They did not even question anything like that. But why would they be saying that they don't know what these drones are, and they're not a threat to the public, and they're not trying even to go after them? It's because maybe they know something that they do not want to disclose. Alright, guys, thank you very much for watching this far. If you're new to this channel, kindly consider liking the video, subscribing to this channel, hitting that notification bell for more videos like this. Thank you for watching, and as always, guys, see you on the next episode.